Hi, friends. So I'm going live today to talk a little bit about, oh, that's quite the glare of my glasses. I'm going live today to talk a little bit about who I am and the imposter syndrome that most people experience, as well as a little bit about what I am doing. So I intend to get into more of what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'll definitely give you guys a little bit of information now. And I also want to address the video that I did yesterday. So yesterday I went live in our group. It's called Empowerment Through Connection. And in this video, I talked about who I was. So if you want some more information, I definitely get a little personal in that I lay it all out there. I am very open because I really want you guys to understand the strides that I have taken to get to this point in my life. One thing that I really truly believe is that anything worthwhile is never easy, and anything easy isn't necessarily worthwhile. So just to give you guys a quick glance, I'm going to show you my computer screen. So this here, I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is who I was. So you can see the look on my face. I'm not happy by any means. There's a lot of pain behind there. There's a lot of anger. You can see where I'm carrying most of my weight. That's directly linked to cortisol and my stress levels. It is also linked to alcohol and binge eating and sugar and all of that nasty stuff. So that is who I was. And it took me a long time to get through that. So this is who I am now. And again, I apologize for the computer screen. I just don't have any pictures printed out. So this is who I am now. So as you can see, there's quite the big difference. In this side, I'm very angry. I am withdrawn. On this side, you can see from the difference in my face, the difference in the eyes. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you get an idea. So from this, I'm going to talk a little bit about who I am. So who I am now. I am somebody that is in the process of healing. I am somebody that is truly delving into the whole inner work of healing my body. I did a lot of damage, as you can see from that picture. So I did a lot of damage through binge eating, binge drinking, smoking cigarettes, using illegal substances. And I was very, very unhappy with who I was and where I was. So I remember the morning that it all started to change for me. I had gone to bed after a night of binge drinking, and I was very, very stressed out the next morning. I was full of anxiety. I really hated that I had drank that much. I really hated who I was. And I wasn't happy with the way my life was going. So I decided to change it. And it started with one walk. I took my dog for a walk. I couldn't afford the gym at the time. So I took my dog for a walk. And that's how it started. I decided to make one small change. That's all. It didn't start off jumping into vegan food. It didn't start by going to the gym 4 days a week. It certainly did not start by drinking 12 cups of water and fasting for 3 days. It starts small. It starts with one small change. And for me, that change was getting out of the house and going for a walk. So that's what kind of kickstarted. And then I went from walking, and I decided to join a gym. So in joining a gym, I started a Couch to 5K program and started running. Well, you can't run and smoke. It just doesn't work that well. Your lungs really hurt. So I decided to quit smoking. Again, I'm taking one small change, and what that did for me is completely open up doors. I was able to have more stamina at the gym. I was able to walk longer. I didn't get out of breath near as much. So from quitting smoking and going to the gym, I then started lifting weights. And with the lifting weights, it brought me a whole different level of self-respect and compassion. The tricks that I learned in my first gym days, I very much still use to this day. The biggest thing that I really try to remember is that we all start somewhere. Just give me 1 sec. My Lucy is being a pain in the butt, and I'm throwing everything everywhere. Sorry, guys. Just give me 1 sec. I'm going to open the door for Lucy. Come here, kiddo. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So, from all of that, the trick that I learned at the gym is compassion and understanding that we all have to start somewhere. So did I start out like this? No. I started out at 263 pounds. I started out as a binge drinker. I started out as a smoker. And I started out hating everything that I stood for. So there's been a lot of therapy in the process. I've done a lot of EMDR, which was eye movement desensitization and reprogramming. So basically what that did is it allowed me to reprocess the trauma that I had been through. In reprocessing that trauma, I was able to let go. I was able to let go of all of the things that was holding me back. Not all of the things, but a lot of the things that were holding me back. I was able to let go of those feelings of, hey, Chrissy, how are you? I'm so happy to see you here, and I'm happy to see you jumped on. So one thing I was able to let go of is that feeling of I am not worthy. That's something that I always really struggle with growing up. And that feeling, it's something that I believe I'll always struggle with. And that's okay. It's just a matter of pushing through those barriers and getting through it. So in doing that, one thing I'm struggling with now is imposter syndrome. Because who am I? Who am I to help people heal themselves? If you look at this picture, you can see that there's very obvious issues going on there. So you can... Oh, sorry. Yes, definitely don't use all your internet. This video will definitely be posted to the page, so you can always come back and watch it afterwards if you need to. So you can see from my picture that there were a lot of issues there that needed to be addressed. There was mental issues, there was physical health issues, a lot of mindset barriers, and basically, I really struggle, and I just had a call with my coach this morning about this, with imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome is whenever Brene Brown calls them shame gremlins. My coach calls it your shadow self. I'm not sure exactly. It's just that negative, critical point of view. So very much, who do I think I am? And from my past, you never would have known. And looking at me now, you never would have known that that was my past. I very much struggle with, because I do have a past history with addiction. I do have a past history of mental health issues, with being obese, and with very much having binge eating. So I would starve myself for a couple of days, and then I would binge eat. So I didn't have healthy eating habits whatsoever. And now I'm taking a holistic nutrition course. So a part of me is still stuck in the mindset of who do I think I am? because I have had these issues in the past. So right now, I am currently working on who I am now. I need to really focus on understanding that just because that's who I was doesn't mean that needs to be who I am. And one thing that I just read and that really resonated with me is no amount of guilt can change the past, but all the compassion can change the future. So I really need to let go of who I was and fully, authentically step into who I am now. So how I am doing this, honestly, I don't know. I've just really decided to embrace and to celebrate every step that I take towards healing my body, towards healing my mind. And I really, truly want to help other people do the same. I want to take the people that are in the place where I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I want to teach them and provide them with the tools and the guidance that they need to fully step into their authentic selves. With the imposter syndrome, it's something that we all experience. Even people like presidents and actors and actresses and like just everybody experiences the imposter syndrome. But what we really need to understand and what we need to do is understand, sorry, I said understand twice. One thing that we really need to do and understand is that it is completely normal. We are always going to have imposter syndrome moments. We are always going to have that feeling like, what if they find me out? So if you're truly authentic and you put yourselves out there and you give it all you have, there's nothing for them to find out. There's nothing. If I come right out and tell you, this is who I was, this is what I did, there's nothing left for you to find out. That gives you so much power in being authentic and being true to yourself. If you're vulnerable and you're open with people, then they find there's a connection there. And in doing so, you don't give any ammo for them to come at you with. And I think that's where we really get stuck, is trying to prove to other people that this isn't who I am now. But it's how I got here, so it's still relevant. And I really, really am trying so hard to step into who I am, and I really want to help other people do the same. So here I am. And I am going to be offering my first offer, my first launch, starting tomorrow. And I'm still working on the content in regards to that, to be completely honest. But it's starting to come together. And I really want to encourage you, coming into 2020, really try to step into who you are. Start trying to be more open with people and vulnerable. Secrecy breeds shame. If you don't have that secrecy, there's no shame. There's no shame. And it's such a freeing feeling. And I highly, highly recommend it. I mean, not everybody deserves your story. Not everybody is capable of understanding your story. But the people that are meant for you will understand, they will resonate with it, and they will truly be drawn to you because of that. You know what? I'm not happy about the things that I have done, but in doing those things, I understand now that there is a reason for it. I was healing. I was messy. It was disastrous many, many times. And it broke me down, and there were numerous times I hit the floor in tears because I just couldn't handle it. But I did. I did handle it, and you can too. The healing and the brilliancy that comes out of doing that inner work is so beautiful, and there is another side to it. So I'm honestly genuinely excited for 2020. I'm excited about the things that I'm going to be able to offer you. It's been hard work coming to this point, but I'm truly genuinely excited about what I can bring to the table. So if you guys have any questions at all, please throw them in the comment box below. I would be more than happy to have a chat with you. Jump over into the group if you want something a little more personalized. Throw a comment in the group and I'll definitely get back to you. And yeah, that's about it for today. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. I am getting stronger. I am getting healthier. And I am very excited about everything that I am learning. And I am very much looking forward to bringing that to you guys. So again, any questions, comments, concerns, throw them below. I'll definitely get back to you. Hope everyone has a great day. And I will be back tomorrow to send out that launch offer. Super excited. See you guys later. Bye.